Stop. It's not a conspiracy and no one's out to get you. But maybe they are. Who knows? Hey guys, John Conley here, UncleJohnSoap.com. I'm here to help some of you learn how to be less of a jerk. And honestly, most of you guys that watch my channel really aren't jerks. It's just that you get caught up in things. I get caught up in things. We all do it. We all do things without realizing that they're offensive or they hurt somebody's feelings or uh, whatever. Today I want to talk about life in general, business, this pandemic, you name it. Listen, guys, things seem hard because, well, they are hard. Things are difficult. We tend to get ourselves overwhelmed and it becomes paralyzing, but only if you let it. The way to combat these feelings is to just keep moving forward. Don't wallow in self-pity for too long anyway. I mean, we're all going to do it to a certain extent, but if you can curb it, force yourself out of that little dark hole, that dark corner that you put yourself in. It's not healthy to stay there, and you can help steer and guide those feelings and that energy. I'm not saying, like depression, you can't cure depression really. There is no just get over it. I understand that. But you can help by doing certain things. Yeah, some days it's hard to find the energy to just get out of bed and face the world, let alone be productive. I get it. I live it. But staying in that position for too long isn't healthy. It just breeds more bad, sad, and paranoid feelings. There's a lot of people throughout history who had failure after failure after failure. Now, you may not be failing. I'm not failing. Things are slow right now. We're in a little bit of a funk. Now, part of it's winter. Every winter with this type of business, it's a luxury business. We just passed Christmas. Everybody blew their wad on their kids. So it's hard. It's difficult. I mean, people do like to spend money on themselves online, but people just got done spending a lot of money, so it's going to take a little bit of time for things to ramp back up. I'm in a tourist town, and it's winter. It's cold. Some days are rain, some days are snow, sometimes it's windy. So that's going to take a little time for people to start wandering back out into town, walking around, perusing all the shops. So it's not failure, although there's probably things that I could do to better market myself, and I just haven't hit those marks yet. But the people throughout history, the greats, whoever you think is great. I'm not going to get into specifics on that because then we get into politics, religion, and whatever. But those people kept moving forward. That's one thing that sets most great people apart from others. They keep moving forward until eventually they either make something happen, discover something different, or change directions and pursue something totally different. Not every minor setback is total failure. You just keep moving forward until you make something happen or you change directions. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to be adaptable. You have to grow and adapt to changes. And, if you're afraid to make changes, then you stay paralyzed in that one position. You stagnate and things just kind of fizzle out. Things just happen. You gotta roll with it. Things happened yesterday that were bad. Things are happening today that are bad. Things are going to happen tomorrow, bad things. It's just inevitable. They're going to come up. Now, you can take that bad thing as an opportunity to grow and adjust and adapt. Or you can, stay in your dark corner, sucking your thumb and, rocking back and forth. Everybody's out to get me. I know people like this, and I tend to get myself headed down that path once in a while, and then I need something to just come along and snap out of it, knock it off. Life's not going to stop. Sorry, I'm screaming at the camera. Life's not going to stop and say, "Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Here, let me change for you." It's not going to happen. I don't care if you're rich, poor, in between, fat, skinny, beard, no beard, hair, no hair. Life's going to kick you in the ass. The difference is how you handle that, how you react, how you grow from that. That's all a part of life. You're going to have good things happen, bad things happen. You get to watch good and bad things happen to other people. And the bottom line is we need to be here to support each other. And I'm hoping that you'll get that out of this rambling mess that I'm making right now. There's another example. YouTube. Listen, I've got something like 32,000 subscribers on this channel right now. And you guys are awesome. And I still have yet to figure out how to do a proper video, whether it's about soup making or the Don't Be a Jerk series, where I'm not rambling and I'm just a mess. And I don't want to overscript it. I think that's part of my problem. I may try scripting more in the future. I mean, I've got bullet points right here, and that helps some. I don't make $1 million. I don't even make $1,000 on this channel. I could not make a living on this channel right now unless I stopped making soap or stopped sleeping or doing things at home that need to be done and dedicate like another 8 to 10 hours a week on videos to go along with this. Then I could potentially make a living or half a living on YouTube, but it's all about balance. Anyway, I wouldn't consider that a failure. It's an outlet for me for, to blow off steam, to help other people, to give tips and tricks on soap making and DIY stuff. I like to have fun with it. If I stop having fun with it, the videos go away. Now, there are times that I've been burnt out and I get a little down in the dumps, and the video production's back way off. A lot of things back way off. Again, we all get into funks, but we also have to learn how to push forward and push through certain things. That's not a cure-all. It doesn't mean your depression's going to go away, but it can help your position at that time. It can help improve your income, improve your quality of life, improve your feelings, your mood. Maybe. Trust me, therapy and medications help. People need therapy. They need people to talk to sound off, to get feedback from, to let us know that, hey, slow down. You're looking at this a little bit skewed. Let's look at it from this angle. You need that person to help guide you there. And I'm not a therapist. I'd make a lousy therapist. And sometimes we need medications to help balance mood, chemical, whatever. But there's a core within us. If we can try to push through things, it'll help those other things, and vice versa. Does that make any sense? Too many of us, and I'm in this crowd, are all about the good things. We're all rainbows, unicorns, sunshine when the good things are happening in life. And then as soon as something bad hits us, or even a small series of bad things hits us, we fall apart and we think the universe is conspiring against us. It's not. Bad crap just happens. Some days you're going to get out of bed, you get soaked getting from your house to the car in the rain. Halfway to work, you get a flat tire. It takes 2 hours and your battery dies because you're trying to do something else productive while you're waiting for the tow truck, because you don't have a spare because that's flat too. Then you get to work only to find out that there's a bill you forgot to pay. Now you got to pay extra on top of that, and you got to do it today. Otherwise, they shut your service off, whether it's electric or whatever. Some days are just crappy, guys. Tomorrow we start over and try again. You've all heard the old phrase, when life gives you crap. Oh, wait a minute, that's lemons. Anyway, we can't always change the crap that life throws at us. We can't run and hide. But like the monkeys at the zoo, we can try to dodge that crap that's being thrown at us. Make small changes to avoid being hit by the crap. Maybe lessen the impact so that we're only getting hit by a little bit of crap. And sometimes you can take that total pile of crap and make something beautiful out of it. Okay? You get the idea. Again, back to the soap making, because that's kind of what I do now. Some people start to learn about soap making. They think it's something that they would enjoy, or they want to make a living from it, or a supplemental income, or just to make it for their family to be a little healthier, or just to have a creative outlet. And they'll let that fear of failure stop them from even starting. And I guess I've done that too. If I can't have it perfect, I don't even want to try. Or they'll take that first step And they've done all kinds of research. They've been researching for a year solid. They know everything up here that the books say and the articles say and the YouTubers say and the fat guys that make soap say. And now they try their first batch and it fails miserably. It doesn't saponify. The smell sucks. Some flower, it's supposed to be some beautiful flowery thing and it smells like creosote in the summertime. Who knows? And then they'll stop. They'll quit. Oh, I can't do this. I'm lousy. I suck at this. I'm not going to do it anymore. And they're so defeated. Well, you know, sometimes that just happens. It's part of the learning process. We learn more from mistakes than we do from successes, honestly. But if you learn from your successes and your failures and learn to differentiate and analyze it a little bit, what went wrong? What went right? Make little changes. The next 3 batches may not be much better, but at least you're learning. Yeah, it wastes a little bit of money, but honestly, soap making doesn't have to be expensive. Don't start out with 20 ingredients and making a batch of soap where each bar costs you $5 a piece to make. That's just a bad way to go. But make little changes over time and keep pushing forward, and eventually you'll have successes. The person that keeps trying will eventually either succeed or learn what they need to learn and take from it what they can, the experience, and move on to something else with that same experience, even if it's a totally unrelated endeavor, with a different mindset. We grow from everything that happens to us every day. Everything's a learning experience. If you stop learning, you might as well just go throw yourself in a box in a hole and you're done. We get jobs, we lose jobs. Sometimes it's our fault, sometimes it's just the way things go, sometimes it's corporate cutbacks. We gain family members. We lose some family members through death, bad feelings, bad relationships. It happens. We gain new loves of our lives. Then we lose them to, maybe your best friend, or they use you for your money and you find out. I've never had that experience, by the way. Never had enough money for anybody to try that one. We buy a cool new car, or new to us car, and in less than a week into driving it, some cute little furry woodland creature prances out and decides that you've had enough time with that cool looking car, it's time to rearrange that grill. The point is, you can't stop bad things from happening, it's part of life. How are you going to handle that? Go to therapy, psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, whatever it is. Take their advice. Make some efforts. Don't take it out on family members. Don't take it out on friends and family. Actually, don't take it out on anybody. Try to remember that, they're not the cause of your issue. You being angry with everybody in your sphere is only going to chase people away that are there to support you. Don't assume that just because things are crappy today, that that's the way they're going to stay. Things are going to constantly be in flux and change. Just because things are good today doesn't mean they're going to stay good. Just because things are bad today, they're not going to stay bad. Try to concentrate on the things that you can control. Part of it is how you react. Some days I feel like I'm going to implode, but I can maintain in a relationship, and either if I feel like I'm going to take my frustrations and angers out on somebody else, maybe I'll say, hey, listen, I got to talk to you tomorrow. I kind of need a day to myself, and back off a little bit. That way I'm not taking it out on them. And let them know, hey, this isn't personal. It's not you. It's just, crappy. Notice the theme? I know we still have stuff to deal with every day that we don't necessarily enjoy or just make us feel worse. Paying bills, running the errands, doing the shopping, unclogging toilets because daddy just doesn't have enough to do in a day. But once the crappy stuff is taken care of, read a book, hug a loved one, go see your therapist, take a walk, make some soap, update your resume, because unclogging toilets looks pretty sweet on that list of skills on your resume. Bottom line, guys, there are so many things in life to be grateful for and to concentrate on. We need to stop. I'm in that boat too. Need to stop concentrating on and hanging on to the bad things. When things are looking up, everything's great. When things are looking down, it's everybody else's fault. The world sucks. Life sucks. People suck. Let's get out of that funk, guys. Anyway, sorry, not sorry for the long rant. You know how I am now. That's what I do. I rant. Sometimes they're good rants, sometimes they're crappy rants. See ya.